Hey guys, it's Angela, and I'm here to talk about the Pretty Little Liars Christmas episode, How the A Stole Christmas. I, I have been looking forward to Halloween episodes in the past, and I was looking forward to the Christmas episode this time. Overall, it didn't disappoint me. I thought it was a good episode, very interesting, definitely left us wanting more, or me wanting more, and the promos for 5B looked pretty intense, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's start off with the most obvious. CeCe's back in the picture. If you follow her on Twitter, she tweeted out that she was back on set for the Christmas episode, so I knew it was coming, but I was still excited to see her because she is awesome. Okay, the episode starts with the girls walking down the street and they run into a little window display with a Christmas tree beside it. And you're supposed to make a wish at this Christmas tree. And it supposedly might come true. I don't know. But Hannah had a flashback of her and Mona doing it, and Mona's like, I wish we'll be best friends forever, or stay in each other's lives, or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and say my wish, which I doubt any one of those girls thought about making, which, let's see. When are we going to figure out who the hell A is? I mean, I don't want to die before I figured it out. Just like I don't want George R.R. Martin to die before he finishes the Game of Thrones series. Am I wrong? So I know we're supposed to find out before the start of season 7, but we've been told stuff before that's not true. So I'm pretty sure that will be true. But I mean, come on. That's like another year and a half if they wait till the end of season 6. What is going on? Okay. That's all I'm going to say on that. Moving right along. Santa Claus runs by Aria and gives her the snow globe that A made, and it said even A takes a break for the holidays, I think, which to me this is important because I don't think A played a role in this episode until the very end, and we will get into that in a minute. Now, Hannah's very sad over Mona, which is kind of weird because nobody really cared about Mona until the last episode when they wanted her help, and now that she's gone, Hannah feels bad. Whatever, Hannah. Like, I don't know. I'm still kind of on board with Hannah being A. I think that would be freaking epic. I'd be like, what? Like, my jaw would hit the floor. Even though it's not hitting the floor right now, it would definitely hit the floor. Anyway, we go to Mrs. De Laurentiis coming to Allie in a vision and saying she's got a lot to tell you, so you better pay attention. And Mona flies in as ghosts of past, present, future, whatever, the Christmas Carol reference. And she takes her back to when Allie was a little girl playing at the piano, when her key breaks and she finds the 2 identical dresses. And then Mrs. De Laurentiis says, how many dresses did you see? Oh, that's right, only one. Your daddy will leave us if he finds anything, out about this, so just only one dress. And Allie's like, okay, Mommy, only one dress. I only saw one dress. So she learned from the best, Allie did. Her mom was a real piece of work. She didn't want, Mr. De Laurentiis to find out she was banging everybody and their brother, I guess. Some people might say that this disproves the twin theory. I'm not saying it does or doesn't. What I'm saying is those dresses looked identical to me. This might even include identical size because you looked in the box and they kind of looked similar. So who knows? Maybe Mrs. De Laurentiis bought it for Bethany, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're twins. Allie could have been a chunky little kid, or Bethany could have been chunky or whatever, for her age. Who knows? Not me. I'm going to stop guessing at Pretty Little Liars. That's my New Year's resolution. Like, no more theories. I know I'm going to break it. I know I'm going to break it January 6th. And then I love this scene of Hannah and Caleb in the church because Caleb makes the hottest elf. He just looks so pissed off and it was hilarious. And then Hannah obviously sees Junior, Allie, and her clique and kind of breaks that up. But then she tells Caleb that she doesn't think people can really change, that once, a mean girl, always a mean girl kind of. So on the surface, she might be talking about Allie, but what if she's talking about Mona as well? What if she's trying to ease her guilt over Mona by saying, oh, well, she was a mean girl, whatever. I don't know. that was kind of weird. But I think she was overall talking about Allie. Okay. Now the girls are at school and they're singing for the nursing home, I think, and talking amongst each other. I don't really know what happened in this scene because in this scene I saw Sydney and I stopped functioning. I thought to myself over and over again, oh my God, Sydney's lips. Oh my God, Sydney's face. You need to go the hell away from me. I don't know what it is about that girl. I cannot stand her. Her lips drive me up a wall. It's just like, ugh. Like puffy, pouty, collagen-y. No bueno, Sydney. Don't like her one bit. Then Allie's dressing up Cindy and Mindy, and she's like, it's a Christmas miracle. And yeah, she's, building her army or looking for friends. I think Allie is overall lonely. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think she feels bad about the girls not trusting her anymore. And she really does still care about them. But we'll get to that in a little bit too. Okay. Now they're at this ball that Allie's holding, the winter time ball or whatever. And everybody is like gorgeous, dressed to the nines. Lucas is Santa Claus. And Spencer goes to take a picture with him and says you have to be careful and not to trust anybody. And I thought that this was kind of ironic because at the beginning of this episode, I was 100%-ish. Well, kind of. You can never be 100% in Pretty Little Liars, right? So I'm going to rephrase that. I was like 90% on board with Lucas being the one that killed Mona. And I thought that this was ironic because he just gave this really weird look. And I was like, yeah, she's talking to you. You can't trust yourself. You know what you did. But then by the end of the episode, it kind of shifted yet again. So Allie enters with her new posse, as I said before, and they're all like, pretty cute, dressed really nice. It was nice. Like, they all looked great. Blah, blah, blah. And then they see Allie kissing Santa Claus, but everybody there is dressed as Santa Claus. Detective Yummy is there, Holbrook. Oh, my God. That was my Christmas wish, to see Holbrook dressed as Santa, and I got it. I know she wasn't kissing Lucas because the Santa she was kissing walked up to her with a little more swagger than Lucas has, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that was not Lucas, but it might not have been Holbrook. And I just have to say really quickly that I loved this episode, how all the guys were involved in the Alley Watch, like, Toby and Caleb and Ezra and even Paige. They were all, like, working with the liars. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, everybody's coming together at Christmas, to fight this common enemy who they think is A, but I don't think is A, being Allie. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. I know. Just bear with me. Okay, so Allie goes out to the garden by herself like a dumbass, and I was just like, you don't watch horror movies, Allie? Come on. But she's being trailed by somebody with a white hood, and it is revealed to be CeCe. I was like, yes, CeCe's back. And then I thought, damn it. And then they started talking, and I was like, double damn it. Because what happened was, Allie and CeCe are talking, and CeCe says, Mona can't hurt you anymore. Why would you say that? Why would you say Mona can't hurt you anymore? When at the very beginning of the episode, the liars were saying Mona might still be alive because we did not see a body. We saw a body. I'm not doubting that Mona is dead. I know Mona's dead. I know she's gone. But why not say, Allie, Mona can't hurt you anymore? Why did you have to put so much emphasis on the word no? Because now I'm going back to CeCe as being the one that killed Mona. Originally, I did think it could have been CeCe or Hannah. And who better than to kill Mona than CeCe? And here's why I said this. For Mona to have hired the lawyer that she did, who gave Hannah the plans of Allie's house, which I forgot to mention, and all her hidey holes, she would have had to felt threatened, meaning she was close to possibly making the A discovery as to who A was. She said it's Allie. I don't buy that it's Allie. But who else is very similar and could easily pass for Allie being CeCe? Why was Mona's room French? CeCe was in France. You know what I'm saying? There's like so many theories. I mean, you could make Mona's murder fit almost anybody on that cast and it would make sense. That's how crazy the show is. A could be anybody, and it would make sense because everybody has something they're hiding. Everybody has a hidden agenda. It's crazy, nuts, ridiculous, but I love it so much. So anyway, Jenna and Sydney have arrived with Allie's posse, and they're telling Emily that they think Allie killed Mona, and they're just with her to protect themselves in a sense, and that they're not the bad guys. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I can believe you, but I see self-preservation there a lot because I don't really see the two of them, you know, hanging out with Allie in their free time and going to get their nails done. Let's see what else. Oh. Sorry. While they're at the party, Hannah and Spencer sneak away to go search Allie's house with the map that Mona has left Hannah. And Toby is as lookout at Spencer's house, which he sucks at being a lookout, okay? And Hannah sucks at breaking in because she doesn't keep her phone with her. Dumbass. But she finds the Holly Varjak passport, which is reference to, I think, Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is a thing between her and Ezra. And then they proceed to look around some more. Ignore my clocks. Sorry about that. It's 12 o'clock, so they won't shut up anytime soon. Anyway, Spencer takes it downstairs, and then Hannah goes upstairs, and somebody breaks in, obviously, which is always going to happen. It looks like Black Hoodie with a knife. And Toby's frantically trying to flash them down, but Hannah's not paying attention. She's off in La La Land, figuring out that Allie was in fact the one that gave Bethany Young the yellow top that she assumingly wore on the night that she was murdered. We also know that Allie lured Bethany to Rosewood Labor Day weekend when she died. But I was like, yeah, we all knew that. But what's more interesting to me was about the yellow top, because I thought Mrs. D might have given it to Bethany because she knew that somebody was after Allie and kind of trying to protect Allie. But it was actually Allie that gave Bethany the yellow top, and maybe it's because she wanted as many lookalikes as she could possibly get, because we also know CeCe had the yellow top on, and she wanted as many lookalikes as she could so she could try and figure out who A was that night. Because you remember, she said, I wanted to know who A was, and if I didn't figure it out, I was going to run, which she did. So that could, you know, be the motive for that. It's not necessarily saying Allie is bad, it's just saying she wanted as many people as she could get on her side, or to do her work, kind of, and help her figure out who was after her. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and while the girls are in the house, Hannah gets cornered by Black Hoodie, and she lets out a scream, so Spencer naturally runs upstairs, and Black Hoodie's gone out the window, but there's still creepy baby face in the background. I don't think this was A. Like I said earlier, I don't think A was present in this episode whatsoever. I think it was Allie and CeCe. And I had to rewatch the episode to be 100% accurate. But the baby face kind of looked like a little bit of blonde hair was peeking out on the top. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm like just imagining things or if you saw it too. But I think Allie might actually be closer to the A truth than she realizes. And she still really does care about her friends, and she's trying to protect them. So she has some piece of incriminating evidence at her house that she did not want the liars to stumble across, because she didn't want them to be in any more immediate danger than they already are. Plus, A could have easily stabbed her. Why not? You know, why let Hannah go? It didn't make any sense. They could have scratched her. They could have done something. I mean, we saw that, you know, Mona had no trouble hitting her with a car when they were camping surrounded by loads of people. So why couldn't A have nicked her? That's why I think it was Allie and CeCe in the house. I think they were just trying to scare the girls out and trying to protect a secret that Allie has. It may not necessarily be who A is. It may just be a secret protecting somebody else. But I don't think it was A in that house. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay. Now, another flash forward, or another apparition with Mona Ghost was going into the future, and they saw Allie's casket, and she's laying there, and Allie's asking her when it happens, and Mona says she looks good considering she doesn't have any legs. Well, that kind of gets disrupted by Mrs. De Laurentiis showing up in the black veil outfit, head to toe, and then she goes, "It's all my fault, they'll be coming soon." It's all my fault, they'll be coming soon. Great. So what the hell does that mean? Because you told us in the beginning of the episode she's got a lot to tell you, so pay attention. But now it's just like, okay, well, Mona didn't really say all that much in my opinion. She just kind of jumped around and made Allie feel like crap. But I feel like I'm missing something with Mona Ghost and Mrs. De Laurentiis, like a major clue, and I'm just not picking up on it. If you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know, because I certainly do not. Okay, so all the liars and their booze go to Spencer's house for the holidays. Because that's perfectly normal, right? Not spend it with your family. And I thought, where's Lucas? Because he did help you guys. Like, he helped you guys so much tonight, so you could have invited him over. I'm just saying. And we were promised somebody would be in the Santa boxers, but it was actually 4 somebody's in the Santa boxers. Caleb, Ezra, Toby, and Paige, and they're all, Merry Christmas. I was like, oh man, that was great. Especially the guys, not so much Paige. Didn't really care. Noel wasn't there, and Holbrook wasn't there, and that would have made it perfect, and it would have been too much perfect, but we can't always get what we want. Now, can we? No. Unfortunately not. And Paige's parents say that they want her to move to California, which is totally out of left field. I mean, we're wondering when the girls were going to try and leave, but this just came out of nowhere, so she might be leaving soon. Who knows? Allie is creeping on the Christmas dinner, which they're serving chicken, and I don't know who does that. Maybe they're having a poor folk Christmas dinner. Maybe they couldn't get out because of the blizzard. Who knows? But they're having chicken. And she just kind of looks really sad. And then all of a sudden, the girls go outside because they see the tree, and it says, "Merry Christmas, bitches, A." And I think that is the only extent to which A was involved in this episode, was making a nice, pretty Christmas tree. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so let's talk about like a few theories and extend upon a few things really quickly. I just remembered what I wanted to say about Mona. So I think Mona was onto something. I think she knew something more than the girls have, and I think they need to get that little creepy doll in her room that looked like it had a security camera in its eye, or an nanny cam or whatever, and examine it, because why did Mona have to die? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I'm not sticking up for A in any capacity, but I just really don't see A as a killer, like a crazy, okay, this is coming out totally wrong. I don't see A as a pointless killer. Does this make sense? Like, okay, say it's Lucas just walking down the road, A's walking right beside him. I don't see A going, I want to kill Lucas. I think if A kills somebody, they have a motivation to kill them. And that is my opinion. So I think they had a motivation to kill Mona if it was A, which I'm pretty sure it was. So what could the motivation have been? I don't know. I wish I did. Maybe it is because she's so close to figuring out who it is. I don't think it's Allie. If it's Allie, I'm going to be really pissed off. Because let's look at, what's happened so far. Like, seasons 3 and 4 mid-season finales have all had A reveals. Season 2, maybe? But I know seasons 3 and 4 did. And both of them, the Ezra and the Toby reveal were fake. Like, they were like, oh, they're A. Not, So I'm going to be really mad if it's like, oh, hey, Allie's A. And I'm already going, not in my head. But then I'd be like, no, she really is. That's just going to be stupid to me. I'm sorry. It's going to be dumb. And I will be really mad that I watched the show if Allie is A. Or a twin like it was in the books. That would make me so angry. And I would write letter after letter after letter. Okay, and the last thing, because I'm talking way longer than I need to and my voice is kind of scratchy tonight. I know a lot of people on the interwebs are getting kind of frustrated and not wanting to theorize anymore because Marlene said that there was only one person able to figure out who A was. And so a lot of people are like, wow, if it's that hard, why even guess? You know, like, say it's Lucas, okay? And people have guessed nobody's guessed Lucas, and this one person did, and they were right. You know, it's like or the mailman, okay? So say it was the mailman, one person guessed, and they were right. That's not what Marlene said happened. I just want to clear the air here. Okay? Marlene said somebody guessed A and their motivations behind being A correctly, and only one person did that. So, okay, say I suggest that it's Lucas, but then I say it's because Allie killed his dog. Obviously, that's not going to be right. But say you say, hey, it's Lucas, and it's because the girls were mean to him. His mom ran away or his dad left them his mom left them because Mrs. De Laurentiis was having an affair with his dad. That would be the motivation with the person. So she's not saying that only one person has guessed the actual person. She's saying one person has put together the entire puzzle, if that makes any sense. I know I explained it in a really roundabout way, and I'm sorry. It's late. I'm tired, and I have to work tomorrow. But I love Pretty Little Liars, and I'm just like still on overdrive, talking and thinking and going crazy with it. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. I want to talk one more thing about the promo, and then I'm going to shut up, I promise. Did anybody else notice how in the promo for 5B, it looked like Allie was in a prison jumpsuit? She was on the ground, and you only saw, like, this much of her shirt, and it looked orange, number one, okay? Number two, she's sitting on the ground. What the hell? And number three, she has no makeup on. She looks so bad, and Allie would never not have makeup on. It's just a fact of life. Even if she's not top diva anymore, like uber elite diva, which she's getting back to being, she would still have makeup on. So why would she not? So what could she have gone to jail for? I'm curious as to what you guys think, because we still have almost another month until January 6th. I'm so excited, and maybe we can get lucky and get an A reveal at the very end of the season. I've heard the finale is going to be a lot like Unmasked, I think it was. So, but I don't know. I have to go back and check that reference. But anyway, leave your comments below, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.